Today, guys, I'm going to share with you my altered little golden book. And I did this altered golden book for my daughter. I was supposed to do it for her birthday, which was last September. Then I didn't get a chance to do it then. And I said I was going to do it for Christmas. Then I didn't do it then. And now I have completed it and it's going to be for her Valentine's Day. So if you're interested in seeing my flip through, please do stay tuned. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Claudette with MsPuff Creative Corner. So let's jump into my flip through of my little golden book alteration. Okay, first off, I got the Little Red Hen golden book off of eBay, and that was one of my daughter's favorite bedtime story when she was little. So I went ahead and purchased that off of eBay. Now this is my first try. This is my first altered golden book, and I had no clue how to create it, so I had to watch several YouTube videos. So I got different ideas from different creators. So what I did is I created 4 signatures. 1, 2, 3, 4. They each had their own individual holes. So I did one. I created 3 different holes. So I created 1, 2, 3, 4 little strings or holes where each signature had their own holes in that. So I prefer to see the signature fill out the books. I think some people use just 1 row of holes to sew in the signature, and then you have this little signature here, and then you have the spaces here. So I like that you could see that this is nice and full, and so you could see on the top here too as well. Now what I did is I went ahead and put some buttons here. So these buttons, I believe I got those from AliExpress. So there's like wooden buttons and they say handmade with love. I like the natural color of it. And then I just add some gingham ribbons here to take off, to just pull that yellow out. You know, they have the yellows here. And then I had some small little rickrack that I got from Joann's that I went ahead and outlined the bottom and top of the books. And then because my paper was protruding past the hard cover of the book, I went ahead and add some pom-poms ribbon here along the edges, the pom-pom trimming. And I did it also on this side right here too as well. And then I also add some tabs here. This is some ribbon here that I got from the Dollar Tree that I add there to help protrude it so you don't see the edge of the paper as much. So on the front here, I went ahead and decorated here. I have the rolling pin. I left that the natural white. I was going to add a little heart, a colored heart here, or I could have colored this, but I left it white. So the little red hen, I put a little heart here. That was a piece of cardstock, and I just add some clear glue to that, give it a little shine. Instead of having the dot there, you have the heart. And I stamp on cardstock made with love, and I add some that's on white cardstock, and I add some red cardstock to the back. I add some little gems here to the side of that cardstock. And then I had some twine, yellow and white twine that I went ahead and did a double bow. And I add a little bell to the bow that I created. And then, so this is nice. You see, this is US 69 cents. I forgot how much I paid for this book off of eBay. And, you know, when you have your book, you could, you know, try to pull colors out of the front cover if you choose to. All right, so let's go through, now that I've talked about what I did on the outside, let's go through here on the inside. And I didn't really want to cover up the front. I just wanted to decorate it in the front, but I didn't want to cover the images here that the book came with. And you could kind of still see the spine of the golden book here to the back too as well. So let's go through the book. All right, so here on the front page, you could see like my little pom-pom trimming here. So now the scrapbook paper that I use or the designer series paper that I use is from Stampin' Up. And Stampin' Up have what they call celebration going now. For every $50 or $100, they have two different levels, $50 level or $100 level. You could choose from their celebration catalog some bonus item or free item. So for the $50 level, you could get this particular scrapbook pages. I did a video on a haul that I got from the bonus stuff that I got. So if you want to check out that video, I'm going to list it to the top. Okay, so this is the celebration catalog where I got those scrapbook paper from, or we call them designer series paper, DSP. So this is the free item that you could get right here. So it's 50 if you spend $50 in so if you spend $50 there with Stampin' Up. I'll list this in the description box down below if you're interested in that. I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator, and so this will be at my online store. So you get these here. So you get 12 by 12 designer series paper. You get 12 sheets, 2 each of 6 double-sided designs. And they do have a matching stamp set to go with that. Okay, so they have also came out with their new mini catalog, which runs from January to April 2023. And they have a coordinating set to go with that. So they have the On the Farm, they have the stamp set, and then they have the dies to go with it. And then if you get the stamp set and the dies, you could get the bundle and save 10% on that. Okay, and I did not get this set. So if you're into farm animals, that will be a nice set to get. So if you get this set, the bundle, the On the Farm bundle, which is the stamp set and the dies, that's $51.25. You could go over to your celebration catalog, which this special ends February 28, 2023. So then you could get this for free. So if you get the bundle, which is a die and the stamp set, you could get the scrapbook paper for free, because that level would be take you over $50. It'll be $51.25. Okay, so let me show you the designer series paper that I use some of this throughout this altered book. So let's see here. This is a nice burgundy color there, and then you have a nice neutral color here. And I just love this stripes, and it looks like you have a little stitching in there. Then on this one have a whole bunch of vegetables. Then you have your animals. This little piggy is in that cute. You have a plaid color. You have the ducks, the hens, the little chicks, and you have like a fence look there, a floral print, and this is a larger print with the farm animals. Then this is a cow grazing in the meadow. Then you have the like meadow background. So those are the designer series paper or the scrapbook pages that I used. Okay, so this is where I use this within here. And I just wanted to show you that this I created as a pocket, so you could use this as a pocket. So as I learned throughout creating these altered book, you have these different tuck spots. I had no idea about these altered books, but I just think it's a fabulous idea. It's like going on a treasure hunt, you know, finding all these secret spots. So you have a tuck spot right in there. And then I used one of my dies and I made these little envelopes. And then so you have these little inserts that you could put in your envelope, so she could write something on there. Then I didn't write on here yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave that blank or put her name on there. I haven't decided with that. So I still think I have little things to continue to work on that. So now the book, I kept the book in order. Okay, so here I put some trimming here to the back here. You could see where you have that little gingham ribbon that I put here for the spine. And then this, like I said, the storyline is in order, and this is one page that I added to within the this signature. And so this I created. I had these. I used a lot of scraps that I had left over from other projects, and I put in here. This is a die that gave that little doily look, and I just use it like a belly band so you could tuck stuff within here. This little girl, I had several of her left over. You could use that as a tuck spot. I just had this little tag that I had left over. Know that you're loved, with the sunflower. I think that goes with it, and it has that golden yellow. I add some ribbon here to this. It's like a lace ribbon. This is was by Stampin' Up, and then I just tuck that in there. Then moving on to the back of this now. So I add some plaid paper here to the top. This is some Christmas plaid paper that I had left over. And so I add that to the top, and I say I just wanted to say, and I add one of those little envelopes there with the insert so she could add what she wanted to say there. And this is just a little tuck spot here, and I add a chicken coop right here. That's from another Stampin' Up set that I had with the chickens. This is a rooster I stamped right here in black. And then I used some writing pad that I had. And this is an old writing pad I had for I still had it in the collections for the kids. So I just add some of that within the book. Then going through, I just stuck those pages, alternate the story with pages. This is another page here, and I went ahead and sew a zigzag outline on this. And then also I had some other scrapbook pages. I'm not sure if I got it from scrapbook.com, but I use Color Play, and I think I got this set from scrapbook.com. I can't remember if I got it from scrapbook.com or Amazon. So this is like a homemade holidays designer series paper or scrapbook paper. And they had some stickers too as well. So these are the stickers that they had. So I used some of these throughout this scrapbook. Like they had different sayings that would work for any occasions. Just like the mixing bowl here, the blender would work for any occasion, the rolling pin, the spatula, the whisk. You could use a lot of these things that for other projects that's not Christmas. So that's what I use for that. So I put Baking Memories, which is kind of cute because of what the story is about. I put a little tab right there out of the ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree. And this little corn stalk right here, I got this out of one of my die cuts, and that was a set by Stampin' Up. These are a couple of the stamps that I use throughout my altered book, and they have coordinating dies that goes with it. So I took out all of my like farm related stamps and dies that I tried to see what I would like to use for that, and this is where I got the little rooster from. So those are some of my favorite, and now they're retired and not sold anymore, but I do keep and use my retired stamps and dies. So what, I think that's the main purpose of you getting stuff that you like, to continue to use them. So now I put a little fence right back here. And then with this right here, you could see where I tied in this signature, and I used some wax twine to tie that in. And I kept that. I thought that, made it look really nice there with the bow. So here I created a pocket, and this is one of the cards that I had made that I had lying around. Rain or shine, I am here for you. So she could write little notes on this. She could use this card for another occasion if she choose to. So I went ahead and tucked that in right here. And you could see with this pocket here, I just also did some stitching along that. So I stitched on it first, and then I glue it down to that page. So next, what I have here, I have one of those little die cut envelopes, again with the insert. And then I had some little small envelopes and cards that I had years ago. So these already came set, a set like this. So this is a card that you could write it on. I just like the pink that it had. It kind of coordinates with this. It pulled the pink out of the little piglets over there. So this again is a card that she could write on. She could also tuck other stuff within here. So I used my crocodile that I got for my birthday, and I put a white eyelet in there. I made this tassel myself. So I had a whole pack of embroidery floss that I got from Michael's. So I went ahead and created some little tassels with that, and those are not hard to make. So when I glue down the envelope, I just glue down the three sides. So in here is also a tuck spot. Okay, so these are printables. I print these on cardstock, but I got these printables off of Etsy, and that lady was Digital Designs by Sue. So I got this and some other little rooster print cards that I printed off of her website, and they were on sale. Actually, I think maybe I paid $1.25 for one. I think this one here, you had several designs, was $2 and change. I think it was down from 4 and change, so you get the instant printout. I had kind of cut this was too long, so I cut that down, and so you're able to tuck that in there. So now coming across here, I had made these bookmark for my daughter for college, so she had them lying around, so I just put those in there, and I had sent her this with some other stuff for Valentine's. And this was a stamp set from Stamping Up, and I love the stamp set, and it reminds me of her because she loved the Converse sneakers. So I stamped that there. You're awesome, and do something creative every day. And she went to school for animation and kind of arts design. That's her field. And then I put a Dr. Seuss saying, "Today's your day, your mountain is waiting, so get on your way." So again, and these papers here are by Stamping Up, and I have a magnet in there that keeps it shut. To the back right here, I have the Converse sneakers that I designed up. Again, this is another pocket right here that I created, and I just love the farm animals there. So come on this side here is the other pocket, and if you look behind here, you could see like a mauve rickrack that I use, and that's what some rickrack I had in my stash for ages. I don't even know where I got it from. So now again, this was some a set of cards that I had with matching envelope from a long time ago, and I just add some stitching here along the side, and you can see how crooked my stitching came out. I added one of the spoons and added a little bow to that, and I just love this yellow and white gingham ribbon, so she could do something with that. And right here I add some more of that writing paper. I stamped the little wild chicken, and she loved this chicken right here. She think it's so cute. I do too. That's one of my favorite set, and it says, "Hey Chick." And when I first started Stamping Up, I had loved this set so much, and at that time it was retired. So the lady who got me into Stamping Up, her name is Wanda, and I was telling her I loved that stamp set, and she had it, and it was retired, and she gifted that to me, and I really appreciated that. I still have it today. And then later on they came out with the set again, and plus matching dies, so I got the dies to go with that. And so now here on this side, this is another digital printout that I did from the same lady on Etsy, which was Digital Designs by Sue. I got that from her. I think it was 4 different designs that came in that set. And this is a tuck spot there that I created. And my daughter always liked to wear just the fake glasses. She put those on, so I thought this was cute. This was an envelope that I created. I did a video on this. So you use older envelopes and you just cover it with scrapbook paper. So I just add that there because I know she loves to wear her different glasses. All right, so we're going along here, and this is another tuck spot that I created. This little tag came off of the Color Play scrapbook papers that I got. This right here was used with a die. You could see those little slices that they have on there. And let me see, I can't remember which die set. If you guys are interested in anything in this book, just leave me a comment and then I'll let you know specifically where I got those from. And I had like a love left over, this die cut love here. This was from a paper pumpkin by Stampin' Up! For a Valentine. So I had one of those left over, so I just left glued to the bottom, and this is a tuck spot. And this is one of the a cookie that I had. I had several of these made out. This was by Diana Markham. So Diane Markham had some sets here which she had the chocolate chip, the cookie jar. You have the recipe on that. This would be nice. I have some extra left over if you're creating a book like this, to even put little recipe books, or if it's with bread, like this hen is baking a bread, you could put different bread recipes in here too as well. So this is just like a cookie that I had stamped and cut out and colored. So I had an extra one of those, so I add that to that. So now again, she could write, these are different spots that she could journal on. I'll write in here. This is a flower bag that I used, one of the die cut that I had from the chicken stamp set and dies from Stampin' Up. This is another tuck spot right here. Oh, I have to fix my tassel. So this is another tuck spot that I have right here. Cute little face right there. And I just created this brown tassel to color coordinate with this. Okay, there we go. So I have a cute little face there. And I got a bunch of faces that I had purchased. So these faces are cute. You could put them on a lot of things. And those were from Peachy Keen stamps, and they have a whole different facial expressions on there. So I used that. That was something that I had created at an earlier time. I thought that would be cute to put in there. Jill Know would always talk about Peachy Keen stamps, so she got me turned on to those faces. So go ahead and check out Jill Norwood's channel. She's awesome. YouTuber. So right here again, I put homemade, and I had the flower there. I put the little tag right here. You could see the stitching around this page. And back here, I just put one of those envelopes, or I created another tuck spot right there. This is a card. She could journal to the back of that. Again, she could put whatever she wants. She could take these out and put whatever she wants in there. So I'm just having pages in there so she could find where the tuck spots are, because like she won't know, right? Because this is something new, and this was something new to me too as well. So if I'm gifted one of these things, I won't know where to look for the tuck spots if nothing is sticking out of it, right? So, and also let's go back. I missed something right here. So here where I create this double pocket, right up here is a tuck spot. See, even I forgot that these tuck spot that I created. So right up here, I created tuck spots. So in here, I use my crocodile. I put that little eyelet there, put a tassel, what I created, and created this tuck spot. So I use scrapbook paper, and so she have that tuck spot in there. And this is why I put the tassels on there, so she could pull and see where they are. See, because I almost missed it. I forgot I had that tuck spot right there. Okay, so let's see, where was I in this? Okay, so I showed you that. So we come in here, and this is another. So I had created her 2 bookmarks with the magnet on there. So I this one, and this have another Dr. Seuss saying in it: "Today you are you, that is truer than true. There's no one alive who is youer than you." So I just love that. And so I just make that one more colorful, and I have a little pocket right there. So on this side right here, you could see where I have the twine. And so So this is a wax twine where I sewed in my signature. I started out, I had made some holes here, then that was too far up on the page, so I had to make a second hole there. So that's where I have that signature. With this, I had this little kite stamped out, and I thought that would be cool with the sky and everything here. And I just put this in to show that that's a tuck spot. Some from the kitchen of, I leave that's blank, and then you cracking the eggs here in the bowl. All goes with the theme of creating the bread and who would help me. And so now this is a double pocket right here too that I created. So you have that area, and again where I create these double pocket, I created the tuck spots up here to the top. Okay, so you have that again. I have my little tassel and my little eyelet. And let's see here, so that's the cardstock that I put that on. Some wood card, looks like faux wood. All right, so right here again, I just put some cards that I had. These came with matching envelope too as well, but I just stuck those in. Again, I just want her to know where the tuck spots are. So, and right here you could see in between where I did my binding with that ginger ribbon in between there, and there's a rose pink. And that's one of my favorite colors, rose pink. And here we have a little tuck spot. The bottom that I cut off of the library card, I stuck it on here. The one that I showed you earlier that I had to trim down, I just stuck it on there, glued on here. I put the envelope here. And so, of course, you could use this envelope. You could take it and you could tuck little memorabilia in here. And then here, I forgot who I saw this idea from, which creator, but just got a lot of, I think I got these from like St. Jude's, you know, when you donate and they give you little envelopes and little sticky notes, notepad stuff. I stuck a couple of those there, and I had some trimming I put right up here. I think I got that from Joann's. And this is a little flower that I had crocheted. I add that there, and then I add some leaves and that I had stamped out that I had extra from regular cardstock on there. So now here we have bacon, and that's a little sign that I got from the chicken sets. I had stamped this out, color her up, this little hen, and this little corn that's down here. And you could she could use this as a tuck spot too as well. So she could use this here as a tuck spot too. So I added bacon on there. That is from the Color Play Designer Series paper. So this is the wheat where she took to the miller to get it grinded into fine white flour, and he put it into a sack for the little red hen. Okay, so you have the little flour bag here. This is another one of the cards that I got from Digital Designs by Sue. I print that on cardstock, so that's a tuck spot. I have my little tab right here. So we have homemade hair that goes perfectly with her kneading the dough over here. And again, you could see my stitch work on top of that paper. We come over here, she's baking the oven, she's baking the bread, and I put yummy here to the bottom. And here I got a couple little tuck spots. And so here I had put some stitching. You couldn't see, I should have put a different color thread. Put some stitching on this bottom one as well as up here. So you have a tuck spot here, and then you have one right here. And that's my little tassel that I have created too as well. So here, secret recipe, I put a spatula and the whisk up there. And now this is why I created the double pocket here too as well. And I tucked this hair in this pocket. You could see I used the yellow rickrack hair again. That's the little mini one. And this right here, I was debating if to put one of these dangly stuff on the spine versus the rib, versus the button that I put back here. And so I prefer to have the button than the dangle, some, you know. And so I created the dangle. So what I did is I just put it here on this card, and then you could see where I put my eyelet right there. And I use a jump ring from another piece of jewelry or something I got this from. Again, you could get these jump ring from jewelry pieces or other pieces. You don't have to go out and buy the jump ring. So I put that on there. They have a little bell on there too as well. So I use different twines and ribbons to create that little dangle, if you want to call it a dangle. So that goes there. And then again, this is my tuck spot on this top one here. So I just put a tag in there, add some ribbon to it. So then she could pull that out and know that that's one of her tuck spots. Again, here is another tuck spot and another tassel that I created. And you could see back here where I have some, if you could see that green rickrack to the side here inside the edges of my signatures. And then I stuck this polka dot envelope in here. I don't think it was the best here. That's the only thing I really don't like that much. That's right there. I like the color, but it's like you can't really tuck anything to it, and I don't want to glue it down and mess up this page. I don't want to glue it down on this here, so it's just flapping in the wind. So right here you can see where I have some yellow rickrack here. Say add a little bit to the edge of that signature, and it pulls some of that yellow out of the picture right there. So over here we have baked goods. The mother hen is coming out with the fresh baked bread out of the oven. And here I create some little tuck spots too here as well. So you have one up here. So I have this right here. And this was a piece of design I was adding to a card. So I added here. And so you have a tuck spot here to the bottom too here as well. And then you could see here where I had got this zigzag stitching, and that burgundy color looks good with the white thread. So I added a rolling pin here, and I added a heart to this one as well. So that's why I was undecided if I should add a heart to this one on the outside. But that's how it looks with the heart on there. Flipping right through. So this right here was long, so I just carry it through over here and created that tuck spot right there. So she has an envelope right here, so if she wants to add little keepsakes, she could add those in there. So over here I had these small little envelope and card matching set that I had for a long time. Not sure where I picked those up from, but they were sitting around, so I just added that here to this, so she could add little notes to this. And I just love the color and the print. It goes well with this book. So I just glued down the 3 sides, and I left this side open. Again, these are little extra little, I just love this stamp set right here, this cute little girl. So she could add little stuff there. Again, that's a tuck spot. You could see my little zigzag stitching. And then over here we come over, and I just love how this green goes with the book. Family favorite. I have the cornstalk there, the mommy hen with her baby chicks ready to throw down on that bread. And then here you could see where I have the bow here where I stitch in this signature. And I just have a piece of scrapbook pages here. I just love the piggies and the little hen. I just like the pink colors, and that kind of coordinates here with this pink. Now with this right here, I had these gift bags, and so these here were from Stampin' Up. So I had some of those left over. So I just fold that up and created a little tuck spot there. This ribbon, guys, I got from the Dollar Tree, and I thought that was so cool. So when I saw them, I knew that's what I was going to use it for when I was creating her book. So this is a ribbon here from the Dollar Tree. I also had this other one here with farm print on it, and it was more in black and white, and I didn't use it. I thought that it was kind of harsh for the colors to go along with that, so I did not use that one. And I just add a strip of striped red and white cardstock. I had this tag left over. I put it there. I left it blank. I was going to stamp something on there, but I wasn't sure. I created these shaker tags, hard tags, last Valentine's, so I had some extra there, and I just love the shimmer on this and the shape of that. And I tucked that in here. It says love you. Then here I put another envelope here, and I really love this. It says baked with love. So I like this, that you come here. I put two envelopes together. I like the print. It says love. The colors, I love. It coordinates with that. So this is a tuck spot right in here. So then once you open it here, see, I take this envelope and I put it inside another envelope. You have a tuck spot here. You have a tuck spot here. You see, if you could see that, I just slipped two envelopes inside of each other and then make sure that it could close there. Then you also have a tuck spot here. So you have a tuck spot here, you have a tuck spot here, and then you come, you have one here, and then you have one here. So I thought that was nice. I mean, so you get different ideas from different people. I had a scarecrow that I colored up and didn't use, so I stuck it here. So I think it'll go with the theme with having corn fields. And I created another tab right there. So this is another double pocket that I created, and I had from the Color Play scrapbook, it had bacon lists. So I think that goes with that. So if she wants to add anything to that, I added an extra spoon that I cut out from my die set. I also use some cardboard paper that I use from cereal boxes to make that a little strong. And here again is that tuck spot to the top that I created. So if you guys want to see, I just have that tuck spot. I have something else in here too as well. So this is another one of the digital designs by Sue with the little chickens and the chicken coop. And so that goes right in here. Okay, so then this is the other pocket right here. I just had from the kitchen, from my kitchen to yours. That's a tag I had for a while, and I just stuck that in here. That golden yellow goes with that gold. And you could see with the signature where I have the yellow rickrack that I put on there. This is the other, you remember the flap of the polka dot for this envelope? I have that envelope so she could put stuff within that. And then here to the back is a tuck spot right there. And then you have the library card here. I glue that on. I should have probably just leave it unglued, but I glued it on here. And this is from the Digital Designs by Sue and Itsy. So you could put title, the order, due date, borrower's name, and everything like that. You could see here how I designed the binder in the back. And again, this is the pom-pom trimming that I use here to the back. And then here to the back, it says First Little Golden Book. So if you guys like what you see here today, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the bell icon so you can be notified when I upload my latest videos. If you guys got any creative value from today's video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. That would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Claudette, and I would catch you guys on my next video.